Hey guys, Robert Cash, Crypto Cash King. Welcome to the Bitcoin Happy Hour. Won't be an hour. I'll try to keep it as short as sweet as possible. I'll share some insights and some value around the whole Bitcoin cryptocurrency space. How to become a Bitcoin entrepreneur, how to improve your Bitcoin entrepreneur skills in terms of social media and Facebook, and how to build a network and a team, and working with solid programs to build multiple streams of income, both instant and residual, in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So cheers to that. That's a Robert Mondavi Woodbridge. That's their good wine that they make. Put that right here. No, distracting. Okay, so Bitcoin has been pretty healthy over the last couple weeks, and it's going up. It topped out right around 48.50 today, and it's down about 47.80 or something. So it's pushing to that $5,000 mark. Once it hits 5,000, I think it's going to go. It could go even higher. Towards the end of this year, it could get into the 6 range. Even though, having said that, there's another potential hard fork or another forking, another division of the network, and a little bit of more of a discussion around miners and data blocks, and that'll be on November 1st. So get ready. It's in a few weeks. So I just took some profits today. I sold right around 48.40 or something. And I can use that money elsewhere, buy other cryptos, or pay bills with a higher amount of value money. But I'm watching it pretty closely, and everyone should be aware that in November you may have to kind of pull some things back out to the hard fork, or excuse me, your hard wallet, paper wallets, and get it out of the exchanges as best as possible, because you just never know. In fact, one of them, I use Gemini, and they finally sent out a notice that you can you go ahead and can log in, and you can acquire your Bitcoin Cash tokens. So whatever balance I had with Bitcoin Core, the main Bitcoin, then I got the equal amount in Bitcoin Cash. So that was cool. And Coinbase did the same thing. So they're basically a month or 2 or 3 later, they're finally giving everyone equal tokens. So after all that panic, you still got the equal amount, even though the amount of Bitcoin Cash got as high as what, $1,500 in the euphoria. I know some friends that sold, right at the 1,000 mark. Now it's like 380 or something, and it probably will just disappear, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, and Ethereum's holding strong. Litecoin is holding strong. Dash, very strong. I bought a little bit of Dash when it was at 40. I think it's up. I think it's over 200 now, something like that. Dash.org. You want to check that out. Another really cool ICO that's hitting. It's Electronium. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's supposed to really be a cool and advanced token. That ICO is hitting in November, and you can buy, if you buy by tomorrow, maybe I'll include some information up above, but you get 20% more tokens if you buy. And you can buy with Ethereum or Bitcoin. So Electronium, it's ELECTRONEUM. .com, .org, whatever, .net, .io, they're all so many somethings. Okay, so on to the unified Bitcoin team, and most recently BitcoinX4, which is Bitcoin times 4, my new personal program that I'm helping all my team members and anyone that wants to come in. It's kind of a private crowdfunding program project. It's a platform essentially to raise Bitcoin, a small amount of Bitcoin into a large amount of Bitcoin, to then get into our other long-term programs. We are beginning to build pretty seriously USI-Tech. USI just had a huge conference in Spain, just signed a big $70 million contract around mining. All the details are still being shared with the member base. The member base is at 210,000 people globally. They have about 200 to 250 roughly million of Bitcoin in the bank, and that contract that they signed and announced will have the company last for the next 2, 3, 4 years. And with USI-Tech, you get 1% a day on your Bitcoin package purchases, Monday through Friday. And so if you compound and auto buy, which you can buy packages for as little as $50 Bitcoin, and then as soon as you earn, you can purchase with your profits or your internal earnings more packages. So a ton of people are making a ton of money, and it's just really going exponential. I was a member of USI for, gosh, the last 6 months, just didn't really build it that much, so we're going to be building that. But the Unified Bitcoin team in building wealth and the BitcoinX4 program is so critical, and I'll explain why. USI, super solid, and like I said, we're going to be building that. Now, if you're already a member of USI, what we're doing with the BitcoinX4 is, and I'll go ahead and address this right away, because most of the solid programs out there are the ones that are paying around 0.75 to 1% a day, because that seems to be the magic number in terms of being able to return the profits back to the program members, and being able to earn enough in the market to continue the ROI and continue the growth with the revenue of the company. Most companies are moving into leasing mining equipment, both not only for Bitcoin but Ethereum, Zcash, Dash, and other alternative coins to continue the profits coming in. I just saw, what was it, a couple nights ago, Fidelity Investments, one of the largest in the U.S., one of the largest brokerage houses in the world, has a huge Ethereum farm. And they're making hundreds of millions of dollars a year now. And the CEO of Fidelity says, yeah, we looked at cryptocurrency and Ethereum especially, and in fact Ethereum has smart contract capability. It's a platform you can build crypto on and use the blockchain to facilitate transactions. So in fact, probably in most possibilities are in the next year or 2 or 3, they're going to be implementing blockchain solutions and payment solutions for their customers. So all major banks will be eventually on the blockchain as well. Okay. So when you're looking at making 1% a day, it doesn't sound like much, but if you put it in a bank, you make 1% a year. So 1% a day sounds a lot better, right? So it's about a 300 to 400% annual return on your money. So essentially, if you put it in $1, you'll make 3 to 4x. So at the end of the year, you'll have $4. If you put in $1,000, you'll have $4,000 at the end of the year. If you put in 10,000, you'll have 40,000. So it begins to become significant, right, as you get more money. Now, here's the challenge. Not many people have money. So it takes money or Bitcoin to make money. So they're constantly in this rock and hard place, right? They're basically working at jobs they may or may not like, and they're looking for ways to make extra money, but they don't have enough money to get started in a business. So what the BitcoinX4 program, that is my own personal program for my own personal team, it's just really a crowdfunding platform that allows all of us members to come together and put together smaller funds and get a return of higher funds. So essentially how the program works, and the reason I've done this, and then I'll just sum it all up, is that if you just went and built and tried to build and earn a fair amount of money with USI, and the next program I'll talk about is EXP Assets. We went through a lot of due diligence with the CEO and the company. It's out of Poland. They've been trading over 10 years. They have a lot of trading proof. They just also have got a huge farm for crypto mining, alternative cryptos. They're going to mine just the most profitable coins, and they can switch their farm accordingly. So that's going to let their company have much longer longevity. And it's a combination of a 3-by matrix, team matrix, and a binary, and you make 1% daily passive returns. That's EXP Assets. But if you went and just built EXP Assets or went to just build USI-Tech, it could take a while, because you either have to put a lot of money in. The folks that are making a ton of money in EXP Assets right now, and the people that are making a ton of money in USI, put in a fair amount of seed money, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 of initial seed money, and then they sponsored hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people because they could begin to show their results, right? And that's the combination of things that you need to do when you're online as a Bitcoin entrepreneur in order to begin to really build a team and a network, is to get into solid long-term hot programs and then start to share results. And then really then it's just a matter of networking and connecting with people that are like-minded, that also want to make money in Bitcoin, and by working together, you make money easier because you're all sharing in the volumes of purchases going through the networks. So, but the net of all that is that if you just went and built long-term programs, if you don't have a lot of money or a lot of people, then you may not make a lot of money in next year or two. So what's the solution? Well, BitcoinX4. BitcoinX4 can turn as little as 25 into 100 Bitcoin, $100 in Bitcoin, or $50 in Bitcoin to 200 in Bitcoin. And this can happen, it's happening right now in a few days. It can take as long as 1 to 2 weeks, it could go as long as 30 days to get that return. And then you use that money to pay some of your bills, but also to start to put in USI or EXP assets. To start building your Bitcoin wealth up and earning a passive 1% a day in daily return on that Bitcoin. We also have a $100 in our crowdfunding BitcoinX4 project, $100 purchase share that turns into 400, or a 200 share that turns into 800, a 400 share that turns into 1600, an 800 share that turns into 3200, and a 1600 that turns into 6400 in Bitcoin. So if you can turn 1600 Bitcoin into 6400 Bitcoin in about a 30-day period, then you're cooking with gas, right? Even if you can turn $400 in Bitcoin into 1600 in Bitcoin in 30 days, you take 600 out and pay a car payment, pay your energy bill, pay your water bill, whatever, and take the other 1,000 and put 500 in USI and 500 in EXP assets, and you can purchase back into the 400 to get another 1600. Take some of that out, put some of that in. So it's basically a crowdfunding project to raise funds quicker, to get to bigger money, so you cannot wait so long to get to the to the pot at the end of the rainbow, right? Which is really just becoming free in terms of understanding what it takes for you to make every month, every year, to pay all your bills, and to have a little extra to be comfortable, or to go out and visit, or go out to dinner and basically be free. How that's done is you work with teams like the Unified Bitcoin team, and you get into these solid programs, and you get into the BitcoinX4, and you begin to become more and more consistent in your efforts in terms of coming in, networking, connecting with our team's help initially, because we're bringing in a lot of people. So when you come into these, that's why we can, if you put in 100 and you get 400, well, because we have, hundreds of people lining up to also earn that money. So it's a network effect. And that's the most powerful thing in business, because all businesses, when they grow very large, they turn on the network effect. It's an example would be the franchise system, right? There was one store on the corner in Seattle called Starbucks, right? Now there's 32,000 Starbucks throughout the world. That's called scaling with franchises, but that's the network effect. You're expanding the same business model globally. So what we do is, when we have a proven business model with Bitcoin, which is the future of online money, and a proven business model with affiliate marketing, network marketing, and connecting into networks, you just plug the two together and add relationship building with teams and systems, and then you can have a network effect, which means you can accelerate your wealth exponentially. And that's what it's all about. It's very difficult to be the lone wolf entrepreneur, right? Unless you have the most amazing idea, and even then, you're going to have to have a huge team or a huge web social media presence to scale and get network effect. How it's done easier is working with like the Unified Bitcoin team, coming into BitcoinX4, start to scale your money up, get into USI. Now, if you're already in USI, you're already in EXP assets, we're also looking at building and scaling BitConnect, maybe another solid long-term passive income program. If you're in any of these, that's okay, because what will happen is, if you're not in all of them, you can use the BitcoinX4 for all your members that came in at USI and they bought one $50 pack, right? And they're making 50 cents a day. You could ping them and say, hey, come into this BitcoinX4 and turn 100 into 400 and buy 8 packs, right? Because they can't buy 8 packs because they don't have the extra money, because they're living check to check. Does that make sense? So you want to leverage BitcoinX4 to drive up more Bitcoin and push it into your programs to explode your income. It's very difficult to go find people that have a ton of money. 80% of the market out there has an extra $100 to start a business. And that's the numbers I've been running for years and years and years and years. So I learned about 3 or 4 years ago, how do you leverage the 80% of people that don't have any money and really can't go network and go find people? Oh, okay, well, you build a team with a low price point and you show them and help them get people, make money, and then before you know it, people rise up out of the ashes, right, of those folks that you bring together, and then your leaders begin to grow out of that. And then you actually scale that model, right? Once again, network effect, where you also can leverage the team, right? When you're out networking and sharing, they say, oh, well, wow, how is this possible? And then, oh, do you have a team? Yeah, we have a team. We have a Facebook group. We have a group chat. Oh, we have a free team website. We have all the tools and systems for you to succeed, because it's not just about you. Because if you start getting and really getting it and really getting excited and getting fired up and you actually start inviting people, what will happen is, in the old days, it was like your responsibility, right, to sponsor and train them and show them everything, whereas this is you're just inviting them and plugging them into the system, and the system does all the training. Now, I'll end up the last thing. I'm working with my special partner, Chris. We've been working for off and on for a couple months, and I've been talking about this, but it's going to be the Bitcoin Dream income system, the Unified Bitcoin Team, and this portal is patent pending. It's going to have all the social media bells and whistles and all the juicing and all the rotators, but it's going to incorporate everything I'm talking about, such as the BitcoinX4 program for people to come in and accelerate their Bitcoin funds, then to get into USI and get into EXP Asset, get into BitConnect. It's all one integrated portal, right? So when you invite people to the team in the system, you one link, one team, one system, multiple streams of income to earn instant and residual Bitcoin for life. Make sense? Okay, what else is there? That's about it. In fact, the BitcoinX4, we just kind of launched the last few days. It's exploded. I worked literally 8 straight hours today, following back with everyone, updating the boards and sending payouts. We've already sent out over $1,000 in instant Bitcoin commissions. I have another $1,000 to send out right now, so I'll go ahead and end the video. But you want to go to BitcoinX4. It's BitcoinX4.com. BitcoinX4.com or BitcoinX4.com. Go there, figure out what board you want to start with. Oh, and the final thing, if it doesn't get any better than this, after 30 days, if you put in like $100, right, and you want to make $400 in Bitcoin, and after 30 days, your $100 doesn't turn into $400. Now, if you get a $100 payment, or if you get a $200, then obviously this doesn't count. But I have a buyback assurance program. I don't really like the word guarantee, but it's essentially a guarantee that after 30 days, your $100, I will buy, or our team, someone will buy back your $100 position, because most likely you're going to be on a board that's in a profitable position. It just hasn't gotten paid out yet. Now, payouts are happening within days, so 30 days is a long time. But you had that insurance, so there's zero risk, right? We have a buyback assurance, meaning that if you come in, even at the 25 board, you wait a month, we'll buy back your $25 position. You come in at $800 after 30 days, we buy back your $800 position. You don't lose anything. The only thing you would possibly lose is the increase in the Bitcoin price that you had in our program. Oh well, that happens in a lot of programs, right? So I just want to finish up with that, because what impedes growth and success online is, first of all, finding people that want to just make that commitment to purchase in and believe that they're going to make money. I've eliminated all the risk, so hopefully that kind of drops your guard a little bit. And I work online full-time, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is how I make my living, helping people make money in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It's in my best interest to make you money. I'm not about, oh, come over here and come into my program, and 6 months later, oh, we got hacked, and you never see me again. No, I'm going to spend the rest of my life online helping people make money. So hopefully the sincerity is coming through. You know where to find me. It's Robert Cash, Crypto Cash King. Come on Facebook. You come into our group, and I'll tell you all about it. But go to BitcoinX4.com. Also, if you're interested in USI or EXP Assets or BitConnect, you're not in that program yet, I highly recommend you get in now. There's thousands of people joining those programs every single day. And the sooner you get in, the sooner the buzz starts to happen, people will start to come and flock. And also, if you're already a member of those programs, once again, you can use BitcoinX4 to get your members making more Bitcoin quicker. so they can buy more packages. They can buy more matrix positions in EXP assets. They can buy more BitConnect or loan their Bitcoin to BitConnect, right? You got to scale money. The only way to scale your money and your commissions and more money is to get more people. Well, the other way to do it is do both at once simultaneously. Okay, I love you guys. Robert Cash, the Crypto Cash King. Up above, you'll have all the information. I'll either say just comment X4 for X4. I don't like to do a lot of links in my Facebook posts. Facebook's appreciate that. Sometimes I'll put it in the first comment. Other times I'll just put text in my ads and comment for info. So that works a lot better in terms of the logarithmic engagement. You don't want to be spamming links everywhere on your timeline. Make sense? Into Facebook groups, Bitcoin Facebook groups, maybe. But okay, we'll talk soon. Once again, love you guys. Appreciate your time. And yeah, hope you join the Unified Bitcoin team. A lot of great things are happening. Peace.